Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
What should I try this time?
Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Here comes another. Kamisato up. Suiyu!
How brilliant!
Cascade!
Take it. Go on. You have my approval. Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
How about this?
Show me your take.
Midnight Venta.
Right this way!
Game's up. Fun's over.
This is order. Solidify.
These are about to get dicey.
Fuse is lit! Up and away!
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Fuse is lit!
Put up a good fight.
How about let's have some fun, shall we?
Stabilize.
Right this way! Shadow Raven!
Rain of bullets!
This is order. Solidify.
Odds revealed!
Here comes the catch.
Fire hazard!
Gather.
Midnight Fantastic! Fuse is lit!
Stabilize.
By royal
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
time for a light show!
Quietly now.
Fuse is lit!
Gather.
Midnight fantastic.
Fire hazard!
following me. Squall and fury. Follow Squall and fury.
Unnecessary.
Behold! The wind rises. Too slow.
Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Kahomasaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a... Well, they're so cute! Huh? What's happening? Help! Somebody help! Ah! Wild Kahomasaurs are actually biting people! Yeah, those two are in trouble! The legend...
Behold!
is practically second nature to us by now.
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture it.
Capture one up.
Correct.
Apologies. Varandra has been hyper-focused on his research. So please, don't be too...
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them? Paimon's pretty sure that's not...
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so... Approaching them without the help of a guide from...
A mysterious island?
Yes.
Some proposal.
And I suppose discuss... Oh, all right.
A little awkward?
We should move on.
Yes. Thank you.
That's all right. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that. Yeah, who knows? After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a... Oh, you're right. The lady mentioned that the time's ticking, let's get started. But the real question is, that's an idea. Someone looking for me? Oh, why if it isn't the Traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this... Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't... Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey, in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so you can't just tell anyone, right? On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, then what's the problem? Well, I'm willing to answer. Sure thing! Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest. There are some among as the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would they run a pretty... So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the plan yet. Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the perfect bait because... Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves. You betcha! Wonderful! Whoa, that's a lot. There will be plenty of rewards if you... I'm sure some... So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as possible. No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay, we'll take it from here. I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you two. This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we... Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar?
Who the... Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon, is some...
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists.
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the Be That As It May, The journey to the island is full of untold peril. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfect. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter unnecessary dangers.
Huh. He actually sounds pretty convincing.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide?
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself, worth more than any amount of mora.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him. Alright, thank you. Then please, guide us onward.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Yeah.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Kaholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Ahem.
Huh? Oh, you two must be here.
Ata?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Ata is the elder Kaholosaur. Ata is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Kaholosaurs. They say that Ata has actually visited the mysterious island before. Therefore, we must rely on Ata's
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Kaholosaurus elder talk?
You need only slowly approach Ata. Once Ata has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight in the language of the Kaholosaurs. But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide from the people of the Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
Alright, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person. In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be quite trivial in the end.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up. With that kind of evidence, they'll...
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say?
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man. Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo to...
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their...
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you...
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the chief's more... Paimon's curious. These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take...
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered...
Oh, alright.
Take it easy.
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination.
You mean we're almost there? Huh.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make... Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before... According to Otta's insights, this is... Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial...
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find.
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the... We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming act...
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh? Wait, all the writing has disappeared.
I took you all... Fake names, making them impossible to track down. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be going now.
Now he's trying to get away! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me.
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence.
Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them...
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should... There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied.
Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's...
You... Ugh. All right.
We have witnesses standing right...
Fine. Yes, it was...
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe!
I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why even bother guiding others there?
That's a good point.
I can answer this question. There is no shortcut to the island. And most people don't even meet the requirement. If you don't meet the... Which is exactly...
There's a requirement?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real...
It should probably involve... overcoming a lot of hardships with your companion?
And therein lies the key point. Overcome. It's said that when the first chief, the legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust. Therefore, The requirement.
So that's the key.
From what I can see, you and Paimon, but unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid
That's true.
But don't feel discouraged, whether it's remote isle. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these very ruins lies a way to reach the sky.
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't...
Oh, I can...
A guide we could trust with their lives? Oh!
It appears you've already made up.
Okay, bye-bye!
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
wrong test subject. Free!
Hunt them down.
Share my knowledge. Strike a pose. Midnight phantasmical.
Ready. Evil look. Shoot on sight.
Picked the wrong test subject.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Shower me with praise. Let the world come on.
Midnight Phantasma.
Loaded.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Let my name echo in song by royal decree.
Ready.
Let me try
Share my knowledge. Strike a pose. Let the world come on. Midnight phantasmagoria.
Free!
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why?
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a little heat stroke?
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling. It's all starting to make sense now.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, bright colors can not only lift your mood, but also bring good luck. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the better.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
You got it.
Ahem.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the...
It's been a while, Mulani. Was all that stuff you were...
Of course.
Whoa.
But let's get back to why you're... Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are guests here, after all. It's only natural for me to give some gifts to you.
No. We actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the...
A trip to the mysterious island. Oh.
Do you have any concerns, Mulani?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious island.
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, with a good guide to... But since it's just my...
Paimon thought this would... Paimon will feel real... Mulani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay, come with me.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone.
Indeed. Well done.
No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Milani? Who knows? Maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who were bitten by the Koholosaurs? They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the commission fees won't be a problem.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot more than just a guide, right?
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I have made up my mind.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the legend is really hinting at here. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... new student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that...
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter.
Milani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to...
That Ko'olo seemed to...
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle Nu has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today. After telling you—
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. If you want a chance of reaching— I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle Nu has never been to the island, so as Uncle Nu's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills. It's a pity that I've never had the chance.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be with the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to—
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon—
Scholar guy? My name is Varumdra. Please.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler and—
Oh, and it's that lady too. How—
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you—
I'm Mualani. Just call me by— As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just—
Oh.
I admit that after coming we'll set off with you as— In other words, you needn't
If you accompany us—
So you still Fine. Karia, I'll put the Mora for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Varumdra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I ever let you do that.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
That's your plan? Very well, then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Varumdra and I, thank you so much.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our...
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy. Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.